We begin in the United States, where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has announced the start of an official impeachment inquiry against President Donald Trump, following mounting pressure from her Democratic Party. Pelosi announced the inquiry after a closed-door meeting with Democratic lawmakers. Trump is accused of pressuring Ukraine's president into opening a corruption investigation into former Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter in exchange for releasing American aid. The allegations follow a complaint made by a whistleblower in the U.S. intelligence community. A White House official says the details of that complaint will be released to Congress by the end of the week.
The president has admitted to asking the president of Ukraine to take actions which would benefit him politically. The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the president's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry. I'm directing our 6 committees to proceed with their investigations under that umbrella of impeachment inquiry. The president must be held accountable. No one is above the law.
Let's get more on this now from Dima Kolchinsky, who is in Kiev. Dima, the issue at the heart of this dispute is the firing of Ukraine's top prosecutor, whether or not he was fired over pressure from the former U.S. vice president. What are the experts saying about if there's any truth to that?
According to the Ukrainian experts, this is complete nonsense. The fact that the general prosecutor we are talking about, Viktor Shokin, was fired because of the pressure from the maybe Joe Biden or any other international entities which are present in Ukraine. He was fired simply for the reason that there were internal reasons for this thing to happen. And among those reasons were, let's say, there was the fact, and this fact might sound a bit strange for the outsider, but considering the long history of Ukraine thriving for the democracy and thriving in its fight with corruption, this person, Viktor Shokin, he was part of the prosecutor's office for quite a long time, since the times when there was a huge level of corruption, which basically was kind of beaten down in some way after the Maidan revolution in 2014. But basically, there was both the internal push from the country and the outside push from the Western entities present in Ukraine to get rid of this guy. Just to give you an example, he basically put down one of the really big cases, which was called the case of the diamond prosecutors in Ukraine, where that's when 2 corrupt prosecutors have been the investigation found that they have been bribed with $500,000 plus 65 diamonds were found during the investigation in their offices. But this case, they were released on a bail, and basically this case was shut down by this Viktor Shokin. There were much more reasons for this guy to go away rather than some assumed pressure from Biden.
Okay. I want to get to the other issue at the heart of this case. Dima, Trump allegedly wanted Kiev to investigate Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, and his role as a board member for the private Ukrainian gas firm Burisma, for which he was reportedly paid up to $50,000 a month. What's the attitude there toward the Burisma case?
Burisma case, again, it was going in and out. Burisma was connected to the ex-minister of ecology, whose name is Mykola Zlochevsky, and this ex-minister was part of the highly corrupt government which eventually led the country to the revolution, and then to the annexation of Crimea, then to war with Russia. Basically, Burisma was a company which was, a highly corrupt company would Biden's son know about it, or he wouldn't? That's another big question. So Burisma case was in and out of the legislative process of the investigations here in Ukraine. And basically, people take it as, and the experts take it as some other case of corruption, which can be traced to the previous corrupt times here in Ukraine.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Dima Kolchinsky in Kiev. Thank you, Dima.